There was once a YouTube channel that didn't exist, but if you searched for it, something would appear. A channel locked away by YouTube itself, where the pages bled red, the videos changed on their own, and the subscribers' names disappeared overnight. They called it Username 666. Stay until the end, because the deeper you look into this legend, the more you realize it was never just a story. Comment, I searched it, if you've ever tried to find it yourself. It starts, like all good internet legends, with a rumor. A whisper that spreads through comment sections and old message boards. Back in the early days of YouTube, before monetization, before algorithms, there were stories about a user whose channel wasn't supposed to exist. Its name was Username 666. At first, nobody believed it. It sounded like one of those silly chain post stories. Don't search this name, or your browser will freeze. If you find the channel, you'll see videos that weren't uploaded by any human. But sometime around 2007, screenshots began to surface. They showed a channel covered in dark, glitched imagery. The background was bright red, the text warped and dripping. The banner said simply, "I am watching." There were videos on the page too. Strange, distorted clips that didn't seem like normal uploads. A woman screaming, but with no sound. A hallway that never ends. A shadow flickering across a blank white room. And one file called 666.move. Every few months, a new user would post about it, usually claiming to have stumbled onto the channel accidentally. They'd share blurry screenshots or corrupted files, then vanish. Accounts deleted, videos removed, links broken, and that's when the legend really began. The myth said that if you typed youtube.com/user666, the site would redirect you. It didn't exist, but if you refreshed the page again and again, over and over, something strange would happen. The blank page would begin to change. The white background would fade to red. The YouTube logo would distort, and before long, your entire screen would be covered in flickering images, melting faces, screaming figures, and old comments repeating endlessly, "Welcome back. You shouldn't have come here." The story spread fast, especially in Japan, where it became an internet urban legend. Users started making videos documenting their attempts to find username 666. Most of them were fake, simple visual effects, but one stood out. A user named Nana825763 uploaded a video titled Username 666 in 2007. It claimed to show what really happens when you access the forbidden channel. The video starts innocently, a YouTuber trying to load the URL, getting error pages. Then he keeps refreshing. Each time, the screen glitches a little more. The layout warps, turning red and black. The sidebar melts into pulsing flesh-like textures. Thumbnails twist into distorted faces and moving eyes. Then the user clicks one of the videos, and everything goes wrong. The video shows him trapped inside a surreal version of YouTube itself, an endless maze of corrupted thumbnails and digital ghosts screaming without sound. Every click leads to another horror. The layout bends like it's alive. Finally, he finds himself on his own channel page, but now the name reads Username CX. Then the video ends. No outro, no credits, just silence. For a long time, people thought it was real, and in a way, it was. Not the supernatural part, but the feeling it created. Username 666 became a symbol of what the internet used to be. Mysterious, unexplored, and deeply unpredictable. It was one of the first digital hauntings, a prototype for what we now call analog horror. The creator, Nana825763, was later revealed to be an experimental filmmaker who specialized in surreal digital art and horror animation. He confirmed that the Username 666 video was a piece of fiction. a short horror film made using early YouTube code and visual manipulation. But by the time he said that, the myth had already grown too large to contain. People began claiming they'd seen versions of the video that were different, slightly longer, with new images, as if the file itself was mutating. Others said that sometimes, when you searched username 666, the video wouldn't appear in results, only to show up hours later, uploaded by an account you didn't recognize. Forums filled with posts like, "My YouTube crashed while I was watching it." After closing the tab, the music kept playing. When I checked my history, the video wasn't listed. Of course, most of it was coincidence. But the feeling stuck. That creeping sense that maybe, somewhere, there really was a corner of YouTube you weren't meant to find. There's a reason stories like this stick with us. The internet feels endless, but it's built by people. And sometimes those systems glitch in ways that remind us how fragile everything really is. When you see an error page or a broken link, your brain fills in the blanks with fear. What if something's hiding behind it? That's what username 666 really is. A story about curiosity, about how far we'll go to see what's on the other side of the screen. Even today, searches for username 666 lead to hundreds of reaction videos, retellings, and recreations. You'll find channels claiming to re-upload the original, or to have found the real footage. Some are fake, some are artistic tributes, and some are just bait. But every time one surfaces, people still watch, still hope that maybe, just maybe, this one is real. Because the scariest part isn't the video itself. It's that deep, unspoken fear that the internet might be bigger than we think. That there are things out there, quietly watching us through the code, waiting for someone curious enough to refresh the page one too many times. And maybe that's the curse of username 666. Not a haunted channel, but a haunted idea. A digital ghost story that repeats endlessly, every few years, rediscovered by a new generation of users who've never heard it before. Because here's the truth. The link doesn't work anymore. The page was deleted years ago, but still, people type it in. They hit refresh, and sometimes, just sometimes, the screen flickers red. It's just a story, right? An old video, a bit of code, a digital myth that refuses to fade. But if you ever find yourself on a page that shouldn't exist, with comments that weren't written by you, maybe just close the tab. Because even legends need viewers to survive. And username 666 is still waiting. Subscribe for more creepypasta and eerie tales.